Greetings, everybody. I wrote this book called A Pen, in the Hand of God, Poems and Epics from God. And since the Christian bookstores don't carry it, I told God I would just go ahead and start doing YouTube videos. Now you can get it on Amazon.com, or if you want to buy an autographed copy, you can send me $15 to Mark Stewart, P.O. Box 711, Elgin, Texas 78621. You can also contact me at stewmatic@AOL.com. Anyway, in this book, in the beginning, I kind of told a short story of my life when I was growing up in the late 50s and 60s. Also, before each poem, I kind of write a little story about what was going on in my life that made the poem come about. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and share you the first poem I want to do is actually it's my testimony. And in the book I talk about when in my early years, when I was hitchhiking around the country back in the early 70s, that's where I actually met Jesus. And it was a miraculous conversion. It's in the book. Anyway, the name of the poem is called Lord, in Your Holy Presence. Lord, in Your holy presence is where I want to be filled with more of You and a lot less of me. Lord, for a long time I walked this earth alone, not giving second thought to the seeds that I had sown. My life was one of carelessness. I lived from day to day, and when I heard You calling, I'd go the other way. I was running around in circles, Lord, and I thought that I was smart. I didn't know You also felt that pain within my heart. There was a void within me, greater than any cavern I could recall. So I kept trying to keep it filled with drugs and alcohol. Then one day it happened. I reached the end of the rope, and being lost and all alone, I thought there was no hope. Yet in that desperate moment, I heard You gently call, and You reached out with loving grace to save me from the fall. And when I opened up my heart and I asked You to come in, I knew I never was alone. You always were my friend. Later on, I noticed that void was no longer there. Your loving grace is the only way that void can be repaired. Sometimes I stray from the path I've chosen to walk, and it's usually when I neglect to have our morning talk. Then, when I am tempted to commit some sort of sin, laying all the blame on Satan is where I often begin. But when I open up Your word, You show me where to go, and You give me words of wisdom so that I may know that I am drawn away of my own lust and I am enticed. But I can be an overcomer when I call on Jesus Christ. Now, even in the darkest times, I never walk alone, for You are the truest friend that I have ever known. So in Your holy presence, Lord, that's where I want to be filled with more of You and a lot less of me. God bless you, and goodbye till next time.